Welcome to Top 10 Amazing Facts. Today, we're diving into 10 incredible facts about the Artemis mission, the bold plan to return humans to the moon and eventually head to Mars. NASA's Artemis project is turning that dream into reality. But this time, it's not just about planting a flag, it's about building a future. Before we begin, please like, share, hit the notification bell, and subscribe for more out of this world top 10s. Strap in, because this isn't your parents' Apollo mission. Number 10. Artemis is taking us back to the moon for good. The Artemis project is NASA's bold initiative to return humans to the moon and eventually send them to Mars. It's not just a sequel to Apollo, it's a whole new chapter in space exploration. Led by NASA, with international partners like ESA Europe, JAXA Japan, and CISA Canada. Their goal is to establish a sustainable human presence on the moon and use it as a launch pad for Mars missions. It is named after Artemis, the Greek goddess of the moon, and twin sister of Apollo, Greek god of the sun, symbolizing a new era of exploration. But here's the twist. It's not just a one-time trip. The goal is to establish a sustainable human presence on the moon by the end of the decade. This means lunar bases, long-term missions, and using the moon as a launching point to reach Mars. Think of it as humanity setting up camp on another world. Number 9. It will land the first woman and person of color on the moon. This is more than symbolic. NASA is sending a powerful message that space is for everyone. NASA aims to reflect the diversity of humanity in its exploration efforts. The mission is meant to ignite interest in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics among underrepresented groups, and it would rewrite the narrative of who gets to explore space and be remembered in history books. The astronauts will be selected from a diverse team known as the Artemis generation, an elite group of highly trained men and women pushing the boundaries of human spaceflight. Number 8. Artemis is named after Apollo's twin sister. The name Artemis isn't just catchy, it's meaningful. In Greek mythology, Artemis is the goddess of the moon and the twin sister of Apollo, the god of the sun, after whom the very mission that first took humans to the moon in 1969 was named. This poetic naming reflects a new era in lunar exploration, one that honors the past while aiming for a more inclusive and permanent future. Number 7. The Space Launch System. Rocket is the most powerful ever built. To carry humans to the moon, NASA created the Space Launch System, or SLS. And let's just say, it's a beast. It took 11 years to build at a project cost of $26.4 billion. This massive rocket is the most powerful ever built, capable of producing 8.8 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. That's even more than the Saturn V rocket that launched the Apollo missions. SLS is designed to send astronauts, equipment, and heavy cargo beyond Earth orbit, all the way to the moon and beyond. Number 6. Orion, the deep space capsule. The Orion spacecraft is the capsule that astronauts will ride inside. It's built to withstand deep space travel, equipped with life support, navigation, and emergency systems. It is capable of supporting a crew of 4 beyond low Earth orbit for up to 21 days of independent spaceflight. It's also designed for re-entry at 25,000 miles per hour, hotter and faster than anything we've built in decades. Orion is the safe and secure home for Artemis astronauts as they journey to and from the moon. Number 5. Artemis. I was an uncrewed test flight, and it was a success. Artemis V, launched in November 2022, was the program's first big test, a mission without astronauts aboard. It sent Orion on a 26-day journey around the moon and back to Earth. The mission tested systems, flight paths, heat shields, and communications, and everything worked beautifully. This success paved the way for the next phase, sending humans. Number 4. Artemis. 2 will carry astronauts around the moon. Next up is Artemis 2, scheduled for 2025. It will be the first crewed mission in the program, sending 4 astronauts on a flyby around the moon without landing. This mission will test life support systems and demonstrate the ability to safely transport humans on deep space missions. It's the crucial dress rehearsal before the big lunar landing. Number 3. Artemis. 3 will land. Humans on the moon again. Artemis. 3 is the big one. It will put humans back on the moon, possibly in 2026 or 2027. Astronauts will land near the lunar South Pole, a region never explored by humans. This area is believed to contain frozen water, a vital resource for future exploration. Unlike Apollo's short visits, Artemis astronauts will stay longer, conduct more science, and begin laying the foundation for lunar bases. Number 2. The Lunar Gateway will orbit the moon. Here's something totally new. Artemis will help build the Lunar Gateway, a small space station that will orbit the moon. The station itself will be modular, starting with 2 main pieces: the power and propulsion element and the habitation and logistics outpost. Over time, more modules will be added, including international contributions from Europe, Japan, Canada, and even the UAE. It's a global effort, which is pretty inspiring. Now, it won't be permanently crewed like the ISS. Astronauts will visit for short stints, maybe 30 to 60 days at a time. But while it's unoccupied, it'll still be doing science, running experiments, and serving as a relay for robotic missions. Think of it as a smart, autonomous lab in lunar orbit. And here's the kicker. Gateway isn't just about the moon. It's a testbed for deep space travel. The systems, the logistics, the human health research, it's all laying the groundwork for Mars. So, in a way, it's not just a gateway to the moon, it's a gateway to everything beyond. It will serve as a staging point for lunar landings and, eventually, missions to Mars. Astronauts will dock here, transfer to landers, and head to the moon's surface. Think of it as a moon-orbiting gas station and research lab in one. Number 1. Artemis is the first step toward Mars. Here's the big picture. Artemis is just the beginning. NASA plans to use the moon as a testing ground for the technology, systems, and survival strategies we'll need to reach Mars in the 2030s. Timeline to Mars. 2025 to 2031. Artemis missions build infrastructure, test tech, and expand lunar science. By the early 2030s, NASA aims to launch crewed Mars missions, likely starting with orbital flybys or short-surface stays. And by the mid to late 2030s, longer-duration Mars surface missions, depending on funding, tech readiness, and international collaboration. What needs solving? First, radiation shielding. Mars lacks a magnetic field, so astronauts will need serious protection. Life support systems must recycle air, water, and waste for months or years. Psychological resilience. Mars missions could last 2 to 3 years, with no quick return. Landing tech. Mars's thin atmosphere makes descent tricky. Parachutes alone won't cut it. Every Artemis mission brings us one step closer to the first human footprints on the red planet. This is not science fiction anymore. This is the roadmap for the next giant leap. Bonus fact, commercial space companies are on board. NASA isn't doing this alone. Companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Lockheed Martin are crucial to the mission. SpaceX's Starship is set to be the first commercial lander to take astronauts to the moon under the Artemis program. This public-private collaboration is speeding up innovation and cutting costs like never before. So, there you have it, 10 amazing facts about NASA's Artemis project. This isn't just about going back to the moon, it's about going forward into a new age of space exploration. With Artemis, we're witnessing the dawn of a new space era, one that's more inclusive, more ambitious, and more permanent. Do you think we'll reach Mars in our lifetime? Let us know what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button, turn on your notifications, and subscribe for more out-of-this-world facts. Thanks for watching and keep reaching for the stars.